Hello grade 6s, I hope that you're all very healthy, you're staying safe, you're eating well, sleeping well, and exercising every day. In this video, I want to go through everything you need to know for your social studies project. Let's go! To start, you should go to Google or Bing or Baidu or Wikipedia, which will give you a basic understanding of your topic. Sometimes this can help you to know what to look for next, but it's not all the research you do. Just this is not enough. Remember, Wikipedia is not always a reliable source. Once you've done this and you have a basic understanding, you need to get at least 4 other sources. You can go to YouTube or Bilibili and watch a video. You can read some articles and see some other websites. Why do you need so many sources? If you remember, in our first unit of social studies, we looked at why people study and how people study history. We talked about accuracy and bias and the difference between primary and secondary sources. Now, because this is the ancient world, I don't expect you to be getting any primary sources, so secondary sources will have to do. But that's why we need a range of secondary sources. Now remember, you need to save all of your sources. While you are doing your research, keep track of all the URLs of the websites you use. You can just copy and paste the URL into a Word document. Also, include the name of the article or the name of the video, and include the name of the writer or the YouTube channel or the Bilibili channel. Remember, plagiarism is not all right. Keep a bibliography. Every project you do at school, you need to show your sources. You can do this in a bibliography at the end of your project. You should show them under one of the following headings, either a bibliography or a list of sources or a resource list. They're all the same thing. Remember, plagiarism is not okay. Everything should be written in your own words. When you start researching for the next task, I want you to use this process. Were you listening? I have a short quiz to make sure.
How many sources should you consult in total? Why? What does accuracy mean? What does bias mean? And what is a bibliography?
If you don't know all the answers, you can go back in your social studies book or look online and change it into your own words. To show that you have watched this video and answered all the questions, you need to comment on this video on YouTube with your answers. That's an example of one of the videos. That was the email tutorial, which I hope you've all watched. If you can't go onto YouTube, then you can do one of these things. Email me at bryce.vanderlaar@hqis.org, or you can comment on ManageBack.
Warning, warning, warning.
Warning.
I have been tracking all of your submissions, and if you don't submit your work, it stays on your ManageBack record. So make sure that you submit everything. This counts as work that needs to be submitted.
Is my hair okay?
Is my hair okay?
On to your new project. This week you will use all of these research techniques to create your own video project, because I miss seeing your faces. So what's the topic? Remember the different factors of civilization? We're going to focus on law and government. Last week we discovered that Sparta and Athens have different kinds of government, and that both of those governments are different to the kind of government that they used in Egypt. So your project has 3 parts. Number 1, you need to conduct research on one kind of government, which I have assigned to you. You need to make a 3-minute video in which you teach your classmates about this kind of government. And in that video, like I did, you include a 5-question quiz at the end of the video on which your classmates need to comment with their answers. So we've talked about Athens, Sparta, Egypt, and we're going to talk about Rome. In Sparta, they had an oligarchy. Athens, there was a democracy. In Egypt, a monarchy, and Rome, for some of the time, had a republic. If your name appears in each of these blocks, that is the system of government I want you to research. For Sparta, Daniel, Luke, Amy, Dora, and Josie. In Athens, we have Austin, Sophia, Ethan Chung, Tommy, and Jacob. In Egypt, we have Anna, Ethan Shi, Florence, and Iroha. And then finally for Rome and studying the Republic, Kaito, Candy, Aggie, Stella, and Season. This is not group work and you are creating your own task, but if there are 5 different tasks on the same system of government, you should have a good understanding of what it's about. I will make a separate video in which I will show you some tips on how to make your own video. Good luck. Bye-bye.